Today, we are exploring a crucial aspect of semiconductor manufacturing that affects everything from the chips in your smartphone to the global electronics supply chain: yield. Let us explore why yield is vital in semiconductor production and its impact on technology and business. In the semiconductor industry, yield refers to the number of good, functional chips produced from a single wafer. It sounds straightforward, but achieving a high yield is one of the most challenging aspects of semiconductor manufacturing. From a technical standpoint, yield is influenced by numerous factors. These include the chip design complexity, the manufacturing process precision, and the raw material quality. Thus, each step in the manufacturing process, from photolithography to etching and testing to packaging, must be meticulously controlled to minimize defects. High yield is crucial for cost efficiency. Simply put, higher yields mean more usable chips per wafer, which lowers the cost per chip. This is vital because as chip technology advances, the costs of production can skyrocket. From a business perspective, yield is not just a technical metric. It is a direct influencer of the bottom line. Higher yield rates significantly improve the return on investment for the billions spent developing and fabricating these tiny technological marvels. It also plays a crucial role in the speed at which a company can bring a new product to market, a critical factor in an industry where being first can be the difference between success and failure. Moreover, yield rates have the power to either make or break the supply chain. For instance, a lower than expected yield can lead to chip shortages, impacting everything from consumer electronics to automotive manufacturing. On the other hand, high yields can not only stabilize supply chains but also provide companies with the flexibility to reduce prices, potentially gaining a competitive edge. In conclusion, yield is not just a technical metric. It is a pivotal factor that spans the technical and industry realms of semiconductor manufacturing. Optimizing yield is always a top priority for semiconductor engineers, whether improving cost efficiency, speeding up time to market, or stabilizing the global supply chain.